People who live in small towns, what is the hot local controversy right now? Answer 1. People who live in small towns, what is the hot local controversy right now? Okay, so this is a 10-plus-year-old Bigfoot controversy that has had a newish update over the holiday weekend. In my local town area, there's a wealthy, for our rural area, family that thinks they're hotshots because they donate to the local police department and have their name on our little medical clinic. That by itself is hotly debated since there are only a few generations in while so many other families have been here forever. But this is where Bigfoot comes in. 10-ish years ago, a member of that family wrapped his car around a tree, claiming it was because he saw Bigfoot crossing the road. The real reason was because he was so drunk, but the police officer was a buddy of his. So he got off on his stupid story he then had to stick to. It was a whole deal over the years with his family adamant that he saw Bigfoot, even to the point of having a stupid Bigfoot hunter come out to find it for the safety of the community. They've been trolled pretty hard about, including some local high school boys dressing up as Bigfoot to prank them on Halloween. The police officer swears the dude wasn't drunk, but he's always drunk and you'd have to be super drunk to blame Bigfoot instead of a dog or something. Anyway, the local development is Mr. Bigfoot got a DUI in the county next to ours and apparently tried to blame Bigfoot again. His mom didn't show up to church on Sunday since word got around fast. Answer 2. Man, it was crazy. I'll try and cover it all. It started when a man who owns several lions, tigers, and other exotic animals like lemurs moved to a property just outside of town. Here in our province, there are no concrete laws regulating what animals someone can own, leaving that sort of legislation to the local municipalities. Being such a small town, that never came up, except once decades ago when a guy owned a tiger and it killed him. The guy moved here with his animals specifically because of this, and he bought up a property that used to be a roadside zoo. Whether he was at first welcomed by council is up for debate. He says they welcomed him with open arms, but our council says they didn't. However, once he arrived, residents started to have concerns. Though outside of town, this property was in a residential area, and folks were not thrilled about living next to a place with lions and tigers. They're loud, they smell, and having them near children, separated only by a single chain link fence, was alarming to them. Check the comments for part 2.